Hello, everyone. I'm Fozzie or Cam, and welcome to the Everything Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, as always, Will. How you doing today, Will?
Uh, I would say stressed out, but in the best way about all the things that we have to talk about and dive into on this podcast. So let's waste no further time, Cam. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. So the reason we're all stressed out here is because we missed 2 weeks of our podcast, and when that happens, we have around like 10 things that we haven't covered that are like really important, like Thor and Thunder trailer, Andor trailer, She-Hulk trailer, Bad Batch trailer, I Am Groot announcement. Miss Marvel comes out tomorrow. Kenobi episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 comes out tomorrow. Mando season 3 was announced. Ahsoka. We didn't even talk about the final episode of Moon Knight. And then we have to give Will's predictions for Game 3 and our thoughts on Game 2 of the finals. So, we have a lot to talk about.
A boat, uh, let's just say a boatload of
Oh,
things
yeah.
to be talking about.
All right, so I wanted to get off with I wanted to address this issue I've been seeing around the internet and
Please do. I look
YouTube
forward
and
to
stuff.
hearing it. Fire
And
away, Cam.
so basically, people are saying that Phase 4 of the MCU doesn't have like one big narrative, doesn't have one big story. Like for Phase 1 and to 3, you had the whole Infinity Saga going on. You had all the Thanos thing kind of going on in the background. But for Phase 4, people are saying that it doesn't really have a story. It's so messy right now. They need to stop making the shows. So I feel like I kind of get what they're saying, but there is an over there is a whole new there is like a narrative like that. The multiverse exists now. I mean, that's as big or if not bigger than the whole Infinity Saga, the Infinity Wars. Um, so I feel like people are just incorrect about that. I mean, because there is a big story going on, and then people are saying too many TV shows, which I I agree with. I mean, there are too many, and not all of them are great, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, or even Miss Marvel, which I am not excited for at all. But the reviews are on Rotten Tomatoes, and they're actually pretty positive, but I'm not excited for it. But Will, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't really care about having like a big overarching narrative as long as the content is great. And the content overall in Phase 4 has been fantastic. And look, like, even if there's not like teases for some, big event, like, putting, you know, Thanos and scenes at the end of like the Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron and like teasing stuff with.
And I feel like they didn't even need to do that in Age of Ultron. That didn't even make sense, because that's kind of like implying that that Thanos sent Ultron. Because in the end credit scene of Age of Ultron, he says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." That doesn't even make sense. So I'm kind of glad they laid off on that.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think it's really needed. And look, maybe in a bit we will start to find out if they're heading toward, something more. But as long as the content is good, I don't really need like a big narrative or thing that we're building to. And I do think like the big overarching theme is the multiverse. I
Yeah,
mean, we just got No Way Home. We just got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse
even
of
Loki.
Madness, which yes, which Loki for sure. And in terms of all this messiness, Multiverse of Madness really piggybacked off of what happened in No Way Home. So look, I guess I get what these people are saying, but I don't have an issue with Marvel right now, as long as the content is great. And I do think like the big overarching theme has been the multiverse, and I think that's going to continue in stuff like Ant-Man 3 next year.
Which I am excited for, considering we'll have the legend Bill Murray in it. I
The
mean,
king, the king himself,
and
Bill
you're
Murray.
not a fan of the Ant Man series, so I have a feeling that this is gonna bring it way up for you.
I think it could. I think there's a chance. I
Oh, I
think it
think it
could.
will. it's gonna bring it up for me because I like the Ant-Man series. It's not my favorite, but I enjoy it. Um, but yeah, let's get into our real topics. Thor: Love and Thunder official trailer, or maybe trailer two. Um,
Either or.
so yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought Gore the God Butcher just looks horrifying, and I think Christian Bale is the perfect person to play him. Um, Natalie Portman coming back as coming back and playing kind of a new role as the Mighty Thor. I'd love to see how that works. And I hear a lot of people questioning like, how did she get her powers? Like this doesn't make sense.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's
Watch
what
the
I'm thinking.
movie.
The movie hasn't even come out yet. Like we're not supposed to know the entire plot, even though Marvel kind of gives away a lot of their story in the trailer. But I feel like it's good that they didn't for this movie, and I'm excited to actually see the movie to find out where she gets her powers. Because in the comics, Jane Foster gets cancer, and that's the becoming a god, I guess, saves her from cancer. And it could be a multiverse variant of Jane Foster. Foster, you never know. So I don't know. I am still really excited for this. Like all those scenes with Gore and they're like in black and white. It looks fantastic. What were your thoughts on it, Will?
I'll be fascinated to see what that black and white means. I mean, I think Gore is going to be a fantastic villain. The first trailer is my favorite of the two because I thought like the second one went more for comedy, whereas the first one went for like the epic Marvel trailer
I
that
will
I
say I
love.
think it is gonna be a comedy movie like Ragnarok, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it'll be good, but the first trailer is my favorite of the two. But the second one or the official trailer really has grown on me as I continue to watch it. And I'm just fascinated by so many things. Obviously, Jane Foster's return. As I said, I think Gore is going to be a fantastic villain. Zeus, and I'll just be fascinated to see if Thor truly is going to just leave the Guardians of the Galaxy at the beginning of the movie, and then we'll never see them together again because that would be kind of sad and
Well,
just
at
a
least we'll
quick.
get to see the Guardians. I mean, that's all I really want.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be kind of sad if it's just quickly they get together and then they
Oh,
just
I don't think it'll be.
separate.
I don't think they'll be in it for a short amount of time. I mean, these are the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they'll be in it for a solid half an hour. I'm not quite sure of the runtime yet. I don't know if they released it. If they did,
Let me
I
let me look that up.
I'd put it around the 2 hour, 20 minute mark. I'd say.
2 hours and 13 minutes. I
Wow.
see.
All right. Just a little less than I
Yeah,
thought. So,
but
yeah.
then also if we get the Guardians in there for instance, as you said, like a half hour, like that would be great. I would just find it kind of sad if it's just a quick departure between Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. But if they're in it for like a half hour, well then that's great.
And who knows? Maybe we'll just like the rest of the Guardians will head out on one mission, and then Starlord would stay back, and then they'll pick him up later. Who knows? They could do something like that. You never know.
Yeah, or heck, maybe Thor will even ask them to come and help him fight or something like that. Yeah, I'm just extremely excited for this movie. I think it's gonna be an epic summer blockbuster, and actually, I believe tomorrow will mark 1 month until the film comes out, so we don't have
Oh yeah.
too much longer to wait. So I think this is going to be an all-time great Marvel movie once again, as Marvel will continue their
I
incredible
am amazed.
epic films.
I think Black Panther is gonna be in their top five because I really like the first one. It's gone
I
down
think
for
the
me
first is
since I
great.
first saw it, but I still really like it.
I think it's great. Yeah,
And I'm so excited to see what they're gonna do with the Black Panther character. And I've heard it's just gonna be a massive tribute to Chadwick Boseman, which I
which
am
would
just
just be
so
great.
happy to see.
I mean, it is going to be fascinating because obviously they've revealed that they're not going to be replacing Chadwick Boseman
Thank
or Black
goodness.
Panther. But it is just going to be so fascinating to see how they are going to do this. Are they going to have him die in battle? Like, what are they going to do? It's just going to be fascinating.
Yeah, really. I mean, And we're gonna have Namor introduced, which if our fellow listeners don't know who he is Namor the Submariner, and he lives underwater in Atlantis, and yeah, he's kind of like the Aquaman of the MCU.
Okay,
But he's really cool. He was one of the first big characters in Marvel to ever be introduced to the comics.
nice.
So he's been around for a while, just hasn't gotten put in any movies. So he's rumored to be the actual villain of the movie, which would be strange. But I'm super excited to see that. Um, so yeah, and then Guardians 3, Guardians Holiday Special, Secret
Guardians
Invasion.
3, I can't wait for.
Secret Invasion, I mean, that's just going to be outstanding. Um, all right, so yeah, I could go on all day about the things I'm excited for with Marvel, but we have a schedule to keep, Will.
And simply put, we can't wait for Thor, Love and Thunder, and we'll be on it like crazy as it gets closer and closer to its release date.
Yeah, and maybe we could actually see it together when you come out, because you're coming out what, the 14th of July, and it
Yeah,
comes out the 8th.
that
So
sounds
yeah.
great. Yeah, heck. And even if we want to see it before that, I could see it twice.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could totally see it twice. Um, so Andor we have which is kind of a Rogue One prequel. I'm excited for it. It looks different.
I think
Some
they said 5 years prior to the
5
events
years. All right.
Rogue One, and I enjoyed Rogue One. I know it's one of your faves, so I look forward to learning more about his story. And that was a intriguing trailer. You know, like I couldn't really tell you what's gonna happen in the
Neither
show,
could
but
I.
that was an intriguing trailer.
I know. It was. I'm really happy because it's going back to kind of where the prequels took place, and I'm really happy that they've been going back to the prequels lately, like, because I feel like for a while there that they kind of just forgot about them. They kind of forgot that all those movies existed, and just now are they tapping into that resource they have there. I mean, Kenobi has brought back Hayden Christensen, which is awesome. And then we have Ahsoka brought back in Mando and Boba Fett, which is obviously from the Clone Wars TV show, so that's a prequels thing. So I'm happy they're bringing things back from the prequels. They reference Padme and Kenobi. So yeah, I'm happy that they're kind of linking it up to the prequels more, because I was worried they would just kind of forget about them because they weren't as well received as some of the other movies, but I'm happy about that. And Andor looks fine. I'm excited for it. I don't think it'll live up
I
to the.
just hope it's going to be good because it's 12 episodes. I
And
don't want to.
season 2 has already been confirmed.
True, but I just don't want to. I'm just really praying that it's going to be good because I don't want to sit down for 12 episodes and have the show not be good.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if man, I'm trying to debate. Do I want to watch it week by week, or do I just want to watch it once it's all been released?
I think I'll see it week
Yeah,
by week just
as a
because
Star Wars fan, I feel like
I
I'm
just
gonna
don't
have to
think
do that.
I don't think I'll be able to keep myself from
Yeah, I know.
not seeing it week by week. So I'll just do that. I'll just I'll just do that. I mean, if it's a great show, that'll be awesome because it'll cover the span of about 2 months.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. I mean, it'll be a nice. When does it come out? August.
Yeah, August like 20 something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll
I
kind of
could
be like a back to school gift for us. So
yeah, it'll be a nice way to end the summer and then there'll be She-Hulk coming out around that time too, which will
which brings us
cover
to our
later.
next topic, She-Hulk. The She-Hulk trailer released, and I am extremely sad because this looks like an awful show. And
I just can't tell like what my thoughts are gonna be or whether I'm gonna enjoy it or not. Like
I
I'm
don't
I'm just
know.
kind of going in with like, eh feelings.
I've always thought she's kind of a strange character because she has the Hulk's powers, but she doesn't. She always is. She stays the Hulk, and she doesn't like get all muscular like the Hulk. And I don't know. It's just strange. Um, but it looks like a funny show. It looks really funny. I'll give it that. I think She Hulk looks like a good character. She really funny. Happy to see Mark Ruffalo back. Daredevil's rumored to be in the show, which I know will be awesome. Because because he is also a lawyer.
Cam, we didn't even put down in our list.
Oh my gosh!
I knew we would forget something
Oh,
that
I
we
knew it! I
forgot
knew
about
it!
the Daredevil announcement. So I add that to my list, and that takes us to about 13 things to be
Jeez.
covering on this crazy event-filled podcast.
Yeah, wow. Well, She-Hulk is a lawyer in the show, and so is Daredevil, obviously. So we're gonna have some interactions between them.
Would love to see Matt Murdock in there. You know I love Daredevil, and I loved the show. Especially season 3.
I have heard some rumors from a few people. I don't know how true it's gonna be. Shang-Chi's rumored to be in it. I don't know how true that is. I don't.
How would he fit in there? That would be interesting.
I don't know, because of that whole thing with Abomination and that Fight Club that they were a part of.
Okay.
But that was just a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true. Wong is confirmed to be in it.
In She-Hulk?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And
this is, as I've heard Benedict Wong say, this is in many ways the phase of Wong with all these things that he did. Spider-Man, Shang-Chi.
Benedict Wong is one of the funniest people one of the funniest cast members in the MCU. He's hilarious. Great. Yeah, he's awesome.
It's fantastic. Everything you could ask for from a sidekick character.
Really?
He's great.
He's just fantastic. He's super funny.
And he has a huge role. I mean, he's the Sorcerer Supreme, not Doctor Strange, but Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, and his personality in the movies are totally different from him in real life. In real life, he's this nice guy. In the movies, he's this really serious guy.
Yeah.
And have you seen the 2008 Hulk movie yet?
No, but I'll see it before the show.
Yeah, because Abomination is in it, and he was in the first Hulk movie. I just figured I might have to go back and rewatch it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much it will relate to it, but, just so you can get familiar with the character. Why not?
Yeah, for sure. But, simply put, I just can't tell what my feelings are going to be.
Oh, also, the CGI just looks atrocious for this show. I am disgusted by the CGI.
Let's see what happens when it debuts this August.
And I know Bad Batch Season 2 trailer just came out. And
You know the show better than me, so you give your thoughts.
Honestly, I don't really know much about it. I watched episode 1. Didn't really want to watch it ever. I didn't really feel inclined to continue watching it, so I didn't. And episode 1, it was fine. It wasn't anything special. Not even close to being on the level of Clone Wars, which is just an absolute masterpiece of a show. Yeah, not even close to being on that level. But Bad Batch Season 2, I know some people are excited for it, so I think those people will enjoy it a lot. But I will not be watching it, and I don't know if you are, Will, but that's just not for me right now.
I don't think so. So sorry to all you Bad Batch fans out there, but you're probably not going to get coverage of Season 2 of your show on the Everything podcast. So go to the Ringer or these places that will have podcasts about the show.
Oh, yeah. Alright, then we have I Am Groot, which just got announced the other day, which, once again, I'm not excited for. I think it's going to be... I get what they're trying to do, I get they're trying to brand show, but as a Marvel fan, I don't really want to see really foolish kids' shows under Marvel. I mean, honestly, I don't want to see animated shorts about Baby Groot. I feel like that's just kind of like a marketing scheme because they want to make money off Baby Groot's toys. So I don't know. I'm not looking forward to it very much. I don't know about you, but
I'm not too excited for it either. I'm not a gigantic animation guy overall, and I wonder if it could get tiring hearing somebody say I am Groot for an entire show.
That's true. I mean, there has to be something. Maybe subtitles. Something.
It's not like he's gonna say anything else. I mean, I guess the only thing he's ever said besides I am Groot is we are Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be...
This is a great scene, if I may.
A super good scene. And now they're going ahead and ruining it with his own dumb animated show for little kids. But I don't know. Some people will enjoy it, and it's just not for me. So I don't want to just get in the way of
Admit that
people
I
who enjoy
will
it.
enjoy it. I'm just not going in with massive expectations.
Speaking of not going in with massive expectations, Miss Marvel,
Are
another
you?
Marvel's kid show.
But
So,
I think that I look more forward to this than I am Groot.
oh,
I'm
yes,
actually
I am
intrigued
looking
by
forward to
Miss Marvel,
this.
and I read some reviews and they were good.
Very positive reviews. I think it's geared to a younger audience. Let's see here, but yeah, I'm just not very excited for this show. I don't love her character. Not to say that this show could change my mind, which it most likely will. Um, but yeah, she has never been one of my favorite characters in the comics and games or anything. But I always find her kind of annoying, actually. But this show could easily change my mind because people are saying that that Iman Vellani, who plays Miss Marvel, is just fantastic. So
In her
who knows?
acting debut as well.
Yeah. So what do you think it's gonna be like going in? Will.
I actually think it could be a good show. I like the trailers and stuff that they've come out with, so I'm going in open minded, and it's live action, which I like. So I think I could like this show, and I like that they're good reviews. So I'm going in with an open minded attitude, and I think I could like this show as a teenager with a teenage character in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing it has going for it. Has the comedy element, has the that sort of thing going for it, and it so far is the highest rated Marvel TV show at a 94 on the tomato meter.
Well,
I don't know
I
how
don't
that.
think
I don't know how long
anything. I
that'll
don't
last.
think even if I would put Hawkeye as my favorite, just in terms of being like masterfully done, I don't think I will ever be able to rate anything above the like most creative thing I've like ever seen in my entire life, which is WandaVision. I mean, what a just masterpiece of a show.
Oh yeah, and Loki as well. Even Hawkeye, which was so simple yet so good.
And well, now that I know Wilson Fisk, it adds a whole nother layer to my enjoyment of the show.
Yeah. So Miss Marvel should be fun. I
I
don't
think I
nothing
think
too
that's a good
special.
word. Fun. And well, obviously, I mean, let's see how she is in the Marvels, the movie next year.
Yeah, with actual Captain Marvel, who I believe will make an appearance in this movie.
And she
Um,
obviously idols her, so that would make sense.
yeah. Then we have Kenobi episodes 1, 2, and 3, episode 4 coming out tomorrow, which, once again, super excited for. Episode 3 was fantastic. CGI, very iffy. Leia makes me want to punch someone in the face. She is so annoying. I get what they're trying to do. I don't like how they're doing it. And I don't think she is good to watch. I don't think she's fun to watch. She's very annoying. And I don't know how she outran those people trying to catch her. But other than that, great show. I love that duel, that kind of a duel that they had with each other. Vader is just menacing. I'm liking that they're using James Earl Jones' voice for Darth Vader's voice, which is awesome. And that little mirage that Obi-Wan had in the desert where he's with Leia of Anakin was just kind of creepy. So I enjoyed episode 3. Episode 2 was good. Episode 1 was also good. How are you liking it so far, Will?
I've been just loving this show so far. I consider Darth Vader bone-chillingly horrifying
Honestly.
in the best way possible.
So was the
Uh,
third sister.
yes, I mean, boy, is all I have to say. But I mean, how about James Earl Jones still kicking ass as the voice of Darth Vader in
Yeah.
his time? I mean,
Yeah,
way
I
to
mean, how
go,
old is
man.
that man?
Way to go. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I thought the way that they did, yeah, Obi-Wan and Vader's fight was masterful in episode 3. And I get what you're saying about Leia, but I've enjoyed the way she's stood up for herself
Oh,
in
yeah.
certain spots.
Like I said,
So
I get what they're trying
I
to
do
do.
I like what they're doing with this Leia, but I get what you're saying in terms of the chase scene that you
Yeah.
mentioned. But I am enjoying this, Leia, and I am loving this show, and I can't wait for episode 4 to
Yeah, I
launch.
think this is a show that'll get better with every episode. Um, but yeah, James Earl Jones is 91 years old. Wow.
And he is still just, oh,
Wow.
menacing. As,
I'm
as,
amazed.
I have never seen Darth Vader. Well, Rogue One, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
pretty crazy, but he was, and in the best way, he was horrifying in episode 3.
Really was. And then we have Mando season 3 being Mando season 3 trailer was showed at the that Star Wars event last year,
Star Wars
last week.
celebration.
Yeah, Star Wars celebration.
Anaheim, California. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So that the trailer was actually shown to those people. We have a little bit of a description. Mando is actually going to Mandalore, which is really cool. So I'm excited to see season 3 of this show. It's easily my favorite Star Wars show. But Kenobi could prove me wrong. It's better than Boba Fett. Boba Fett was, well, we all know how we feel about Boba Fett. Ahsoka got announced. Comes out next year, right?
Yeah, both Mando season 3 and Ahsoka next year. I look forward to both. And Mando season 3. I mean, who doesn't love the Mandalorian? I that's also my favorite Star Wars show. So Ahsoka, I look forward to, but Mando season 3, I just can't wait for.
All right, and now we actually haven't rated Moon Knight yet. So, Will, do you want to give your rating of Moon Knight out of 10?
You know, in terms of like what they were trying to do with the show, I would give them like a 10 out of 10 and an A plus for what they
Good
were
ideas,
trying.
good ideas.
Yes, in terms of ideas, like a 10 out of 10, A plus. But at the end of the day, just in terms of execution and stuff, I just did not enjoy this show. Found it way too confusing. So to be perfectly honest, Cam, because of the confusing elements, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
Wow. Yeah, so I didn't hate the show. I thought episodes 5 and 6 were my favorites. Not probably 4 and 5 actually. I thought they were the most well done, and I feel like it was kind of rushed at the end. CGI was just awful, which is something they have to fix with these Marvel TV shows. Because, and pretty much all of them, except for Hawkeye and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and maybe kind of WandaVision, the CGI all kind of stunk. So I feel like they should probably fix that. I mean, I know they're running on a lower budget for the TV shows because they're TV shows, not big movies. But still, come on, Marvel, you're a billion-dollar corporation. Make good CGI. So I'm gonna end up giving this a 6.5 out of 10. I didn't hate it. I like the kind of creepier elements of it. I believe they're gonna do a season 2, so that'll be fun to see. Not my favorite show, not my least favorite show so far. Better than Falcon and Winter Soldier. So yeah, that is our part 1 of this podcast. Yeah, we have to do another part 1, part 2 series. Can you believe that? I mean, we've just been doing this like crazy.
It's pretty crazy, folks. To tease what we have coming up, we've got the NBA Finals, and we've got Daredevil to discuss.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll find some other things in there too.
Yeah, well, we will see you in a few.